Before I plug the 355 in and turn it on, I like to take the side covers off and check to make sure that there are no wires that have come loose during shipping. So I take a 5mm Allen wrench, remove the bolt that holds the hand wheel on, remove the hand wheel, and make sure that you don't lose that key that's in the keyway. So make sure that that stays right there. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the screws. Once I have all the screws removed, I'll simply pull the side cover off, working it off a little bit. Set that off to the side. Alright, once we have the side cover off of the 355 TH, we're going to go ahead and look to make sure that we don't have any loose wires in there. More specifically, we're looking for the heater wire. That one is the most common one that would come loose during shipping. So I'll check my ceramic cap, and I notice that that's good and tight, so I know that my wire did not come loose. The other things that we're going to look at in here are all the other components. The first one that you'll see is the main on-off circuit breaker, and if that ever trips, it'll say off. Just simply reset. Underneath that is the temperature control board. Then we have the EMI filter, and this filter filters out any dirty noise that comes in on the power line. Next to that are the two transformers that control the power that goes to all the boards. Next to that is the board that controls the photo eyes for the safety. Then above that is the speed control board. Lastly in the machine is the photo eye receiver. So this is what receives the signal from the other side of the machine when if there's any object that gets into the nip area accidentally, will trigger this and it'll shut the machine off. So everything looks good in here, and we'll go ahead and button this one back up. Then we'll come over to the other side of the machine and remove this side cover. First thing we have to do is move our toolbox out of the way. Then we will remove the knobs for all of the brakes in the clutch. Once we have the side cover off, we'll go ahead and take a look inside. First thing we want to check is to make sure that our heater wire is nice and solid on the end of that heater, and the ceramic disc is good and tight, so that means my wire did not come loose during shipping. There are only two components inside this cover, and that is the safety eye transmitter, which shoots the beam across the front of the rollers for protection against somebody getting their hands or clothing or anything like that too close to the rollers. The other thing is this is the start capacitor for the motor. So if you ever have to change a motor, which is rare, you'll get the capacitor with it, and you'll change those as a pair. The other thing you'll want to look for is the chain tension on the drive system, and you'll notice that there's a fair amount of slack in these, which is okay. That's a good thing. You don't want them too tight, because if they are too tight, then they wear excessively and just gives you all kinds of problems. If they're too loose, they'll jump on the sprocket, and then you'll get jerking motion as the machine is running. Everything looks good, so we'll go ahead and button it back up.